Good morning, everybody. It's Monday, March 17th. Happy St. Patrick's Day, and welcome to the Inside Edge. New Jersey is one of just seven districts in the nation that still use multi member legislative districts. That means in Jersey, there are 40 districts. Each one elects one senator and two members of the state assembly. That's not the way it is everywhere else. In Maryland, each district elects one senator and three members of the lower house, but in some sparsely populated parts of the state, they have something called sub-districts. South Dakota also has a few sub-districts where lower house districts are subdivided into more than one. In West Virginia, each district elects two senators, but those elections are staggered, so one seat is up every 2 years. About 10 states have eliminated multi-member legislative districts since the 1980s. Most of the country has single-member districts. A majority of states have different Senate and lower house maps. So imagine New Jersey having 80 assembly districts instead of 40. Now, I'm not here to sell you on this, just to point out the option. After the 2020 census, the ideal size of a legislative district was about 232,000 people. That makes New Jersey lower house districts the second largest in the US behind California. Now, I'll do the math for you. If there were 80 districts, each one would have about 116,000 people. Here are some of the arguments in favor. One, smaller districts would be less expensive to campaign in. Two, fewer constituents would be simpler for the incumbent to service, and fewer voters would make it easier for a candidate or a legislator to build name recognition. Three, smaller districts would probably reduce the power of party bosses. Four, less voters could result in more competitive districts. More compact districts would be potentially more competitive. Five, a smaller district might offer greater opportunities for racial, ethnic, even ideological diversity. And six, New Jersey could finally get rid of the toxic relationships that so frequently exist between running mates. But don't get too excited. This is unlikely to happen. Legislators don't particularly like the uncertainty when it comes to their own careers. And there's nothing more unpredictable than changing the way legislators get elected. That's all for today. I'll be back tomorrow.